the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We are honored to have you with us for our special presentation of the NBA on this Martin Luther King holiday. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Knicks in New York. For New York, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And today we honor the one and only Martin Luther King Jr., a man who stood for the peace, unity, and equality of all people. It's a great day, Shaq.
That man gave his life for what he believed in. We are forever indebted.
Well, the progress that he
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. New York making a change here. Days checked in. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Heat.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Hardaway. And there's Livingston. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Freak with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. They managed to get a win in their last contest against this squad, but he's far from complacent, fellas. He said, we know we're facing a dynamite offense. We were fortunate to get a win last time around, but we need to approach this game with the same discipline and attention to detail. This is a game where everyone has to devour that scouting report and try to minimize our mistakes. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
Yeah, and that's why they've got to be ultra-focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
And I have no doubts that they will be. As bluntly as Coach put it to Doris, I'm sure he was even more blunt when he was talking to his guys. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
To Porzingis. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Afflalo. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 6 points for Aaron Afflalo. Nets trail by 3. Kicks it to Lopez. Lots of room. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the game. Taking a look at New York, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Brooklyn, 8.5 games behind them.
And right now for the Nets, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Now here is Jack, defended by Dave. Dishes it to Young. Shot by Jack, wide open, releases from the wing and drills it.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Move the ball. Stick it to Russ.
Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. And Freak throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Quick hand. On the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that's a coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor.
I told them all, you could.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Darrell Wright. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And Freak subbed in for Ray McCallum. And then for Brooklyn, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Johnson. Hardaway comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Livingston in for Jarrett Jack. Dane, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Thomas. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. There's a good screen. And stolen by Freak. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Freak with the ball from deep. Good on the shot. Day's got 13 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stat for New York.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Hold on, what? Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Nets second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Now Hardaway, 9 points in the game so far. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 11 points in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded.
Move the ball. Stick it to Russ.
Outside Thomas. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And he gets it to go. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Nets trail by 3. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Day. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He has 14 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Livingston. No good. Great D that time from Thomas. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Freak. He's got 16. There's the dish to O'Quinn. feeds it today. Misses the three. Livingston. The shot will not go. And the first hit.
Gentlemen, here with Joe Johnson.